What is up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name's Devin, and I'm going to be doing play-by-play of the Dodgers game. Meaning I just watch with no sound and I tell you exactly what I see. Think about it like radio if you can't get to a computer. And yeah. So it is 3-0. St. Louis is winning, and this would be a very good game for the Dodgers to win. Even though we've won the last two, this would be a sweep. And if you can hear the noise in the background, that is Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming. But yeah, this is just, I don't know what, I haven't really been watching. I wonder who started pitching, but I guess not a lot of offense for the Dodgers. They haven't even scored one run yet, which is crazy because they've been scoring like over 10. Now let me just make sure all the computer stuff is good too. That's right. Yeah. All the computer stuff is good. And it is 2-0 right now. Hey, babe, can you turn that down a little bit? It's super loud. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, anyway, it is 3-0, and that is Spider-Man Homecoming in the background. And it turns out it's a very loud movie. But when you're watching it, you don't really notice it. Anyway, this is a game the Dodgers need to win, and we still got to be in this. And they're showing us the Cardinals. We got to watch this on the Cardinals feed today, because on my shady website, the home feed was like the movie Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner. So we're watching this on St. Louis. No, I think, what are we watching this on right now? We are watching this on, we're watching this on ESPN. So most likely people are going to be on YouTube. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss. 84 miles an hour from Maeda, who does seem to be pretty good in the bullpen, and it was definitely a good idea, and definitely a good idea to put him out in the bullpen, and because you know he can pitch for a lot of innings too. So it's the bottom of the 6th right now. Just leave him in until the ending. But there are 2 people on right now, so let's hope he can get out of the jam with only 1 out, and it's 2-2. Here's the pitch. And this guy kind of swings like Albert Pujols, actually. Molina. He's the catcher. And the brother or something of like a whole bunch of Yadier Molina. Now there's loads of Molina people in baseball, and they're all brothers. And that's something I learned last time. And now the Cardinals also have people warming up in the bullpen. Ninja Ravens, what's up, man? 3 minutes. You're the first guy here. You're the first guy here. Thanks for coming. If this is your first time, I'm just watching the game with no sound, and I'm giving you a play-by-play. And the Dodgers aren't doing the best right now. And they got to get something going. And also get out of this inning. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, this is, you can go to Sports Fury right now. And there's an example. They're live right now. And there's an example of people doing what I'm doing, but better. But yeah, it's a little bit weird. It's kind of like, it's an alternative broadcast. You can watch the game and listen to somebody else. Hopefully you can get enough through the play-by-play. You know, it's something new. Thanks for stopping by. And are you a Dodgers fan or a St. Louis fan? And that's a ground ball to Turner. Turner misses it for the very first time. And the guy comes home. Ground ball to Turner is like right down the line, hit super hard. Molina just hit it so hard right at Turner. He's usually 100% with the glove. Went right by him. Oh no, I guess he didn't come home. Did he come home? Man, well, he's definitely coming home. And it is now 4-0. And Benji Molina just hit it. What was Turner? Turner completely just misplayed the bounce. Completely misplayed the bounce. Maybe he got and Maeda's coming out. Maeda's coming out. It is now 4-0. And all of a sudden, watching Spider-Man Homecoming was way more fun. Off to commercial break. What's up, people? LOL, yeah, man. That one foo, she wants the D, go Dodgers. Yeah, hell yeah, go Dodgers. And I've never seen you before, that one foo. So if this is your first time here, you know what? I'm just doing this. Play-by-play, talking about Dodgers. You can ask questions. You can say something funny. Anything you want. Me neither. LOL, Ninja Ravens. If you've ever been to a Dodgers game, you'll get the joke. I haven't been to a Dodgers game all season. If this is a new one, then no. If this is a new kind of meme, then I don't know about it. But no, I haven't been to a game all season because I've been doing more YouTube. Well, what teams do you guys like? And that one foo, make sure you go to Sports Fury. They're live right now. Sports Fury. They're doing the football game. And it's a better example of what I do. Anyway, on commercial break. Refreshing my video feed. And the Dodgers could definitely still come back. 4 runs is not that big of a deal. And this would be a super exciting one. That one foo already subbed. Well, thanks, dude. Yeah, I don't know about she wants the D as a joke. But, you know, if she wants the D, the Dodgers, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense if that's what that one's about. Thanks for subbing. And we're on commercial break right now, but this is going to... Actually, we're not out of this inning yet. So maybe we're going to have to come back more than 4 runs. So we just got to keep this at 4 runs, and then at least we got a chance. Ninja Ravens. Actually, I don't have a specific team. Well, that's pretty good. It makes everything easier to watch. Well, I mean, it's not like easier to watch, but you can watch more stuff. But the only teams that I really care about are the I just like LA teams because I'm from LA. But I guess if I had to go to war with guns and stuff, I would say, you know what, I'm not that big of a fan. You know, it's not quite like as much as patriotism, USA kind of loyalty. But I love the Dodgers. I'm certainly a fan. Anything below getting into an actual fist fight over them, I'm down. Scott Alexander, 64 games, 3.46 ERA. And every time you watch this guy pitch these days, everybody fingers crossed. Tell everybody you know to get the fingers crossed because he's been like a pitching machine. Coming in here though. Oh, and that's a ground ball to the pitcher. They throw it back to second, and they're gonna turn 2. And Scott Alexander gets the guy to swing at the very first pitch, and we are going to the 7th inning, and we still have. This is gonna be sweet. I don't have a specific team. Be spooky. My team owned the Dodgers this year. Well, what's your team? Is this a new guy too? Be spooky. Well, what team were you? What team did own the Dodgers this year? I mean, I hate to say it, but even the Giants kind of own the if you're probably a Giants fan, actually. The Giants did do pretty well against oh, you're the Reds guy. Are you a Reds guy? Is that how you found me, through the Reds? Because that was pretty embarrassing. And because they're in like another division and I don't know that much about baseball, and I saw that they're beating us so badly, I'm like, whoa, they must be good. And then I looked up you guys' record and I was like, what the hell is that? Raiders for life. What's up, dude? You got to be pretty upset about the Raiders. That's even more of an upset. That's more of an upset. Oh man, see, loads of people have been coming because of Sports Fury these days. Oh man, so is Sean pretty excited right now with the Cowboys? I watched them at the beginning, but then I had to eat pizza, and then I was watching a movie. Raiders for life. Tell me about what you think about the Raiders. You got to make a video about it. Just take a look at your phone and tell everybody what the Raiders have to do. And trust me, they're going to listen to a 12-year-old. Just look at the phone, tell the Raiders, tell everybody what the Raiders got to do to win. And I bet you somebody's going to watch it. But that one was so disappointing. And I don't know if you remember last time. when last game we were talking about the Raiders, and I told you why I was worried about them, and that was because the fourth quarter, and they're a young team, and they had to play against two pretty good teams, and I figured that they'd probably, you know, do as good as they did earlier in the game as they did last week, and then blow it in the fourth. Well, they blew it in the fourth. Xerox Gamer Cardinals. Oh, we got somebody here for the Cardinals. That's okay. I'm trying to think. There's a couple guys I like on your team, like the pitcher that was from Burbank. He was 22 years old. That guy was pretty good. For a rookie, though, he did kind of get whooped by our rookie, but that guy was impressive. And you know, he's a big, strong guy. He should come to the Dodgers. Ninja Ravens, he's a Cincinnati everything, Bengals and stuff. Here's the pitch to Muncie. No, that's not Muncie. Who's this guy? Oh, that's got to be Grindal. Grindal is up at the mound. Pitching for St. Louis is Bud Norris. 3.49 ERA. And a lot of strikeouts, not that many walks. And when you take a look at this Cardinals team and you just see how, like, nobody has any kind of a high batting average. Like, dude, this is like the worst team ever considering their record. Like, nobody's batting above 270. But everybody is batting 270. Like, it's a whole bunch of team that's kind of level in terms of talent. Their pitching must be good because nothing else explains these numbers. Oh, Jason Morgan, what's up, dude? Dude, I don't know if you remember this, but my last stream, you told me that Fury Nation was not going live again until Sunday. Like you said in the chat, the next time they're going live is Sunday. And they went live last night, dude. And then I'm not going to blame you, but I didn't even know that they were doing it. I figured that there's no point in even looking on YouTube. So I'm not blaming you, but maybe that was like an impromptu kind of a video. Yeah, you know, screw the Cowgirls. I don't like anything about the Cowboys myself. Not even the Cowgirls. And that one is outside, 2-2. Yeah, I know I missed it too. Yeah, well, Jason, that one, I'm going to put 50% of the blame on me. 50% of the blame on you. Because honestly, I wasn't even watching it. I would have been down to watch it. Because I didn't pay for the pay-per-view. And doing that for pay-per-view is such a good idea. Probably get way more traffic than doing for something on TV. Yeah, it was just a good idea. And it's 3-2. No, it's not 100% on me. They are on you. That can't happen because I'm a YouTuber. I'm on YouTube all the time. I gotta notice things when they happen. Like, for example, when I start doing something like this, like I should have noticed Sports Fury before I did. Like, I gotta be more I guess not observation. I don't know what it is. Oh, Raiders for Life. I watched. Yeah, you actually watched it. Well, something makes me think you don't got $75 to pay for it yourself. So, you know, whoever paid for it, you know, give them a high five. And when you're by yourself, living with your girlfriend, you cannot justify spending money on pay-per-view for that kind of thing. Just one person watching it. I mean, come on. What do you mean the Dodgers ain't winning? Of course the Dodgers are going to be. I mean, 4 runs is nothing. We got a guy on right now with no outs. And somehow that guy got on. You know what? I'm going to focus on the play-by-play. Because I don't even know how that guy got on base. Grindal, he must have walked. And now the coaches are coming out to the mound. Looks like they're going to take out Norris or something. It's kind of weird for them to come out to the mat. Oh, is that Maddox? Is that Maddox, the actual Maddox that was the pitcher from back in the day that works for the Cardinals? Anyway, good to see he's still making money. And now there's the whole team is at the mound. And they have like a trainer looking guy with his hands on his hips. And like with a golf shirt. And it's tucked into his pants. Talking to the pitcher. And they're still talking about something. Man, I really hope Odell doesn't get... something's happened to his fingernail or something. I just really hope Odell Beckham Jr. doesn't start getting loads of catches right now. Because my fantasy... I just need to dodge Odell Beckham Jr. And then Wilson tomorrow. So let's hope Wilson... and we're going on commercial break. I guess they're taking him out. He hurt his finger somehow. Hey, babe, can you turn that down a little bit? And that, if you can hear that in the background, that is Spider-Man Homecoming. Anyway, what else is going on? Jason Morgan, if you're still here, you've been making any Twitter photos recently? Any memes? Any GIFs? On commercial break. And what should we talk about? Now I don't know what to talk about. I ended up not seeing Predator this weekend. Even though I kind of wanted to see it, but I didn't have to. I wasn't going to go by myself. So I'm going to wait to see later. I mean, no one else. I mean, you don't want to go see a movie like Predator by yourself. I mean, you got to make fun of it with somebody. Part of the movie, part of the fun is making fun of it afterwards. And I am going to refresh this. Oh man, Raiders for life. This is gonna be a long one to read. Let's see how good your writing skills are, dude. You're only 12, so I'm not gonna hold you up to a huge standard. Broncos are lucky that they won. I thought 100% Raiders were going to win. Raiders did good defense and 1 interception. All right, here we go. Broncos are lucky that they won. I thought Raiders were going to win. Period. Raiders did good defense, 1 interception, pick offense, 1 good touchdown throw to Rivera, touchdown. Well, Broncos did bad in 1 and 2. Okay. I thought that they were going to win 2 because it just looked like the stack, like in the last couple minutes or the last maybe 5 minutes, it looked like it still seemed like Raiders had some momentum. Remember when Marshawn Lynch made that first down? So I thought that they were going to win 2, especially at the ending. I don't know about, the defense was good if you hold the Broncos to like 20 points. That's pretty good defense. And 1 good touchdown. I don't even remember the touchdown throw to Rivera. And the Broncos did bad in 1 and 2. Anyway, I didn't quite totally understand that one, but still. Oh man, see, this is why I got to stay on the Dodgers. Samantha Sanchez, what's going on with the Dodger game? Just tuning in. It is 4-0 in the top of the 7th. And the Dodgers are up right now. They got a man on first with no outs. And Bellinger is up to bat. And he just took strike 1, so it's 1-1. And pitching for the Cardinals is Hicks. Jay Hicks. And he's got like a kind of a big gold chain around his neck, and that looks pretty badass. DeJourn is playing second. Here's the pitch. Way outside. And was that 104 miles an hour? I think Jordan Hicks just threw it 104 miles an hour. Sean and Josh talk about fighting each other for 100K. I would pay $10 for that. Everybody pay $10. They just got to do the exact same thing that what the Paul brothers did with the case. They got to do the exact same thing. I mean, I would definitely pay $10 for that. 3 rounds. And I wonder, I bet you Sean could get pretty, I bet you Sean could be, I bet you, I don't know who I'd bet on, but I think Josh looks a little bit bigger. So I think the safe bet would be Josh, but I'll bet you Sean could get crazy. I don't know why. I don't know. I think that would be a pretty good fight. But I think Josh is bigger. And Bellinger. Oh, and they just walked him. So now there's 2 people on. And this is a great situation for Oh, and Yasiel Puig is coming up. My favorite player. Though this season, he's pretty tough to like. And Saturday, his second home run. They showed launch angle 17 degrees. I don't know. They just showed a bunch of stats. And people want them wearing bras and stuff. You know, that would be within the $10. We would need some extra. We would need some extra. It couldn't just be a clean fight. Wearing bras, that's the next step. So yeah, that's within that's for the $10. Here's the pitch. 103 miles an hour. And we got to get this guy Hicks on the Dodgers. Oh my goodness, he just threw it right by Yasiel Puig. And it's 0-1. I meant by Broncos did terrible in the first and second quarters. They only got 1 first down in those 2 quarters. They didn't get much first and 10. Oh yeah. They really did terrible in the first half. Of just good defense from the Raiders, even without Khalil Mack. And that is kind of surprising that they were able to do that as the team or the game rolled on. And I think it's just because they're a little bit inexperienced as a team at the ending of a game. It's just something that they're going to have to learn. And the fact that the 2 hardest teams in the league, or like a couple that like 2 of the harder teams that they could play, they just kind of started right off the bat. It's 0-2. Here's the pitch from Hicks. Strike 3, not even close. That was a 93 mile an hour curveball or something. And it landed well before the plate. And Yasiel Puig just struck out. And I have a feeling this Hicks guy might be hard to hit. And that was just the dirtiest of the dirty in terms of pitches. Wyatt Gold, what's up, Wyatt? How's it going? Raiders got good defense. Well, they're showing that they got good defense. Let's go Cards. Screw the Cards. They're doing just fine enough. It's the Dodgers that need the wins. And oh, we got to see if the Rockies won. And here's the Rockies did win. And up to bat right now is Chase Utley. The best $2 million we could have spent. With 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. And he doesn't even step out of the box. He just stays in the box. It's kind of badass. He gets the job done somehow, some way. And takes ball 1. That one was 104 miles an hour. Holy crap. And this guy, Jay Hicks, has got to be the hardest thrower in the whole entire league. That's insane. I haven't seen anybody get it like 100, let alone 104. You guys know about this guy? Jay Hicks? That's pretty crazy. But he's got not much control. That was 103 miles an hour. Well out of the strike zone. And Chase Utley should probably just keep on taking balls. Or he can just lean into one. Though, of all the pitchers and all the times that he's actually like purposely been beamed by the pitch, this is like the one guy that he doesn't want to do that with at 104 miles an hour. Here's the pitch. That is popped up. And 2 outs. So just like that, the Dodgers had 2 guys on with no outs. Now they got 2 guys on with 2 outs. And who knows who's coming to bat. He's probably going to be worse than Chase Utley. Let's see, who's coming up? Chase Utley slowly taking it and walking off the field. You know, sit down, buddy. Like, whatever happened to Dozier? Let's go Cards. Be right back. I'm going to go eat dinner. That's a good idea. Bears need to play second half tomorrow. Wait, the Bears are playing who again? It was, oh, the Seahawks. Yeah, that's going to be a good game. And I do not think that the Bears want to go down 0-2. Like you're taking a look at all the teams, and like some teams are down 0-2, like the Raiders. That I don't know, for some reason the Bears going down 0-2 seems more disastrous than the Raiders going down 0-2. I don't know why. The Bears definitely need to play well. But I mean, they're getting some pretty sweet coverage. The first week they got Sunday Night Football, and then week 2 they got Monday Night Football. So it just goes to show maybe people in the league think that they're going to be good soon. And you know, a league that has, I mean, when the Bears are good, that's good for everybody. Video the gamer, Dodgers gonna win. I have a feeling that is the case, though they are down by 4. And this guy Jay Hicks is throwing absolute gas. 104 miles an hour, 92 mile an hour breaking balls. It's insane. Somehow Verdugo was able to put the bat on the ball. And it's 1-2. And Molina behind the plate is thinking, Jesus, I've been pitching 20 years, but this guy's definitely the toughest. Jordan Hicks, average fastball, highest in Major League Baseball. Yeah, this guy's throwing it the hardest in the whole entire league. Like, I'm sure by a long ways. Now they're showing us kids in the outfield. You know, maybe in St. Louis, everyone seems a little bit overweight. Just by a little bit. I'm saying compared to other stadiums, I can tell they got a few more LBs on them. And that one's fouled away. It's 1-2. And I like the name Hicks because of Hicks from the movie Aliens. So I like this guy anyway. And Jay Hicks is definitely my favorite player on the Cardinals. If anybody needs to come to the Dodgers, it's this guy. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it's so blurry I can't see anything, but that's 3 outs. And we are going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Dodgers are down 4 runs. And this is just a game that we need to win. Moisty Meyer, what's up, man? Thanks for coming. What do you want to talk about? Are you a Dodgers fan? Are you a Dodgers fan, Cardinals fan, or Sports Fury fan? Because those seem to be the 3 sources of traffic these days. I don't know what Sports Fury is doing, but ever since they did the stream raid, where like everybody comes over and like, you know, like trolls you a little bit. Like at the time, it seems very stressful, but it ended up being the best thing they could have done in terms of getting people over here to say what's up. So Sports Fury, I definitely owe them, give them some rock. Boom. And if you're from Sports Fury, you know, screw those guys. They think they're so cool. And now they're doing their play-by-plays at bars, probably getting free beer. That's just annoying. You should live stream for the Bears game. Come on. Oh, is that what you meant? You know, loads of people. It might sound, before when I was doing this, there weren't like a lot of people doing play-by-plays and like using the live feature while the game is on. Now everybody's doing it, including Sports Fury, and honestly, I like watching them. And I don't think that I can do football any better than them. So it makes it kind of hard to do those ones. But I'm glad that you want me to do it. Wyatt, you know, that makes me feel good. And who knows, maybe one of these days, like tomorrow, no one's going to be around and the game's on, and I might as well. And honestly, I should do it only because there's so much more traffic. It's Monday Night Football. And if I want to do YouTube, I should just do the videos that get the most traffic. And maybe not even just Los Angeles sports. Like whatever sports game is getting the most amount of attention, I should just do that one. So Wyatt, you're definitely looking out for me. Moisty Meyer, I'm a Yankees fan. Oh my goodness, that just made me puke in my mouth a little bit. Though the Dodgers haven't really had too many. I thought last year it could have been the Dodgers versus the Yankees, but I can't remember the last time that we played you guys. So, you know, I just don't like the Yankees because when I grew up, they were always really good, and they had A-Rod, and they had Derek Jeter, and just a bunch of jackasses. But you know what? I respect the Yankees. That's for sure. Karina 24. Why? Why? I don't know. Karina 24. I haven't seen you before. Thanks for coming by. Video. I can watch the game now because my TV works. Well, this is on ESPN, so there's way more people that can watch this on TV. Like when it's only on Spectrum and only people in Los Angeles can really see the game. More people are on YouTube. But if it's on ESPN, loads of people just watch it on ESPN. Samantha Moist, why? Why would you disrespect baseball like that? Who disrespected baseball? Don't really know that one. Alright, I get notifications when you come on. If I see you, I'll watch while watching the game. White gold. That's the right idea. Because my dad is from the Bronx and he influenced me. You know, that's you can't fight that. It's weird, but my stepdad liked the Broncos, and I've always been a Raiders fan because I'm from Los Angeles, and when I was a kid, like, they lived in Los Angeles. But my stepdad was a Broncos fan, and honestly, I always kind of had a soft spot for the Broncos just because of that, even though they were kind of the Raiders' enemy. And today, I was definitely going for the Raiders 100%. Video the Gamer, Dodgers are better than the Yankees. Well, it seems like they should be. And our batting lineup is definitely good enough. And who's this guy up to bat? I don't know. It's very blurry. Refreshing this only because it was too. Oh, here we go. Now it's nice and good. But now it's going slow. Who's this pitching? I haven't never even seen this guy. Oh, is that Madsen? I think Madsen is pitching, and there's one out here in the bottom of the 7th. And I don't even remember how they got that out. I think I was refreshing the video. Yep, and that is Madsen. He's a big right-hander. And he almost nailed the guy with an 82-mile-an-hour breaking ball that didn't break. Dodgers better than the Yankees. They should be. Samantha Sanchez, at least you have a connection to them. Good job. I'm just messing with you. I still don't really know what you're talking about. My dad has always liked the Cubs, and I like the Cards. Well, that's just funny. And I prefer the Cardinals to the Cubs. 100%. Remember when that had Pujols? Like, it was pretty fun to watch. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Huge swing and a miss, so it's now 2-1 to this guy, O'Neal. Samantha Sanchez, I don't get Dodger games here in New Mexico because they say trying to create a market here sucks. Oh, well, you know what? If it's on ESPN right now, if you get cable. But yeah, that is annoying that you can't see the games. But if you just like search on Google hard enough, long enough, you can usually find like one of those. You can kind of find one of those shady, websites. But you know, you might then get viruses on your computer or your phone. But if you look hard enough, sometimes you can find it. Moisty Meyer. I have nothing but respect for the Dodgers, but I like the Yankees. I hope they play each other in the World Series. Well, a Yankees and Dodgers World Series would have been way more fun than the Dodgers and the Astros. And I think the Dodgers would have had a better chance of winning, so that's why it's kind of annoying. Strike 3. And Madsen strikes that guy out. And now we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Back. Oh, that was for Moisty. Oh, okay. I mean, you are allowed to disrespect baseball if you want to. From my perspective, there's a lot of things that you can make fun of. I mean, it is a great sport, and I obviously like it. I'm doing YouTube videos, but there are some things that you can say about it, and you know what? Some of those things come off as disrespectful. Like, you know what? These are some real athletes here. Bunch of people just standing around. You know, that kind of thing. I'm back from eating dinner. I ate some of them tacos de asada. Well, that sounds really good. And there's really only a few things in life that I eat. Like, I'm kind of like a 10-year-old in terms of my diet. Like, if I had it my way, I would eat just a few different things, like pizza, tacos, cheeseburgers, and pasta. That's probably about it. But, you know, I got a girlfriend, and, you know, I have more of an eclectic diet. But if I had it my way, tacos is on my list. It's on the Mount Rushmore of food. And I like all sorts of tacos. Yeah, I want the Yankees and Dodgers, not I mean, screw the Astros. They really are boring. I saw somebody said that. They really are boring. Nope, there's no way. The Red Sox World Series champs easy. Well, statistically, when you take a look at like how good they're doing, it definitely makes. I mean, how could anybody beat that? Nobody can. Like, they got like 102 wins. They are a statistical anomaly at this point. So I mean, if any team can beat a statistical anomaly, that'd be great. But yeah, the Yankees and Dodgers would be my favorite as well. Or second to that, the Yankees versus the Astros, and then we beat them because we need to get that one back. We definitely need to get that one back. Oh, here we go. NL wildcard standings. It's the Brewers, and man, the Brewers are doing better than the Dodgers, and Colorado are tied. What is crazy is that we're not even guaranteed to make the wild card. I don't know, I just kind of figured that, you know, if we're this close to winning in the NL West, we got to be a shoo-in for the wild card, but we're definitely not. And the Brewers are doing better than us. Here's Zach Rosscup, one of our many average to below average bullpen pitchers that the Dodgers bring in. Strike one. There's no way the Red Sox are World Series champs easy. Yeah, the Astros are boring. I mean, last year in the playoffs, or in the World Series, I will say that the fact that they were hitting so much, it was crazy. It was just crazy to watch, and just sad that it was against your own team, my team. But what they were doing was pretty exciting in terms of hitting. But other than the World Series, like watching them this year, they're boring. They really are boring. Yankees, Dodgers World Series would be historic. Two of the best teams with the history to back it up. It would be the most watched World Series. Yeah, in terms of traffic, that is for sure. I think just in terms of size of markets, there's nothing bigger than the Yankees and the Dodgers. Now, the Dodgers are super historic, like going back, but they were winning their stuff before I was even alive. Like the last World Series was in the 80s, so sometimes I have a hard time putting them in the same category in terms of franchise as the Yankees. They're like, it's one tier below. One tier below, just in terms of everything. But we got to win a World Series here. Anyway, strike three. And I think that's it. That's it. We are going to the 8th inning. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. What are you guys talking about? Let's see, what is this? I'm feeling a little bit slow today. Moisty Meyer. The Red Sox will lose in the first round. Well, that would be crazy. But I will remember that. That's now in the books. If you end up being right, and that wasn't just a troll, that I will come back and I will give you a medal. I'll get you a donut. You know, that one would deserve it. Raiders for life, hell no. Red Sox for life with the glasses emoji, and that's kind of funny. Samantha Sanchez, yeah, the bullpen needs work, dude. They were pretty good at the beginning of the season, and then we lost all our starters there for a little while, like in the middle, at the kind of the beginning to middle part of the season. We just lost all the starters. And then they're like, okay, we'll just bring in the bullpen people in like the 3rd inning. And they did that for like so many games. And I think towards the ending of the season, they just got tired. Like, we used them up. But that's a good thing we got Maeda now. He definitely helps. And I got to refresh that. Moisty Meyer. Which is just kind of a funny name. Moisty Meyer. They went out and got Machado and the big offseason, and it has backfired on the Dodgers big time. Moisty Mike. It's too early to say that. We are going to make the playoffs. Turner is coming back. Pui is starting to hit. If we can score 10 runs every game, which I know that we can win the World Series. And Machado is definitely a part of that. Now, if we don't make the playoffs or go out early in the playoffs, then that's two things that that you said that we can go back on and take a look at. It's in stone. You could be right. But I just don't think that the Dodgers would do something like that unless they knew something we didn't. Like if they knew that the Dodgers weren't a good enough team to either get to the World Series or win the World Series, I don't see them doing that. And it seems like they would know. Here's the pitch. And that is fouled away. Another over 100-mile-an-hour pitch from Hicks. Jay Hicks. This guy is a badass. Like, this guy is the #1 badass that I've seen. As for bullpen pitchers, I mean, holy crap. Raiders for life. I'm getting a lot of subs today. Damn, in the morning I had like 370, and now I have 380. I'm gonna hit 400 soon. Well, it's much easier to get like... It's much easier to go from 400 to 500 than it is from 100 to 200. Like, the more that you get, the easier those increments become. And you're going to see that you're going to be at 400 soon. But then in a blink of an eye, you're going to be at 500. And then, you know, you're going to keep going. And I wonder why you're getting all those subs. Because if whatever you did, you should probably just do that again. And now we got one out. I will say the Dodgers are looking pretty lazy, just the way that they're going about their business. And now they're showing us comparisons of Jesus before August 7th and then Jesus since, and he just has a huge open stance, a much more open stance. And I guess he's hitting better now, so that was a good choice to make. I don't know who made that for him. It's Jesus. I'm sure he got that one from upstairs. And he's up to bat right now. Inside. 100 miles an hour. And this guy's throwing gas. Over 100 miles an hour every time. But these Dodgers are not scared. They are staying in the box. But you can tell that they know that it's going fast. Video the Gamer. If the Dodgers win the NL West, I think they will win the World Series. I'm with you. I'm with you. I mean, we got that guy Bueller. Bueller turns out to be like the best pitcher on the team right now. And Jay Hicks just threw it way over Justin Turner's head. Oh, Jesus. Damn it. Every single time I call him by his name, it feels like I'm being sacrilegious. And that actually was like kind of at his head. And nobody can throw the baseball at Jesus. Don't think that Hicks did that on purpose, but it definitely got away from him, and it's now 2-0. Commentators: Matt Vazgerzian, Jessica Mendoza, Alex Rodriguez, and Buster Posey. Wait, what? Alright, maybe that wasn't Buster Posey, but it looked really like Buster Posey. I think Buster Posey might actually be an announcer now. Does Buster Posey work for ESPN, or is he still on the Giants? Because him going to like commentating after retiring is probably a good idea. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2. Bottom corner. Turner is complaining. And Turner, he hardly ever complains. Yep, and now we're taking a look at it on the GPS machine. And that was way outside. Turner is correct. And it's now 2-2. And he of course he's correct. And he doesn't complain unless he actually has a reason to. It's not like Pui. Pui will complain over everything. And Hicks. Oh, Luder. Oh, you're here. Say hi to YouTube. Say hi to YouTube. There's Ludwig, the miniature schnauzer, watching the Dodgers game. You know what? You're looking pretty happy. I'll pet your stomach. Anyway, Jay Hicks. He's like, this guy's throwing 100 miles an hour. Oh, Turner just ripped that thing. And he, on a full count, is going to get on base with 1 out. And the Dodgers now got a runner on first. All right, you gotta go. Anyway, that's Ludwig, the miniature schnauzer. And Jay Hicks just put one kind of inside. And Turner was able to get around on it and just hit it right over the shortstop's head. And he's going to get on base. And if you can hear that in the background, that is Spider-Man Homecoming. It was a pretty good movie. A little bit clunky. And Manny Machado is up right now. And if we are going to make this comeback, it's going to have to happen right now. He's 0 for 3 on the night, though. And this gold chain from Hicks is badass. And Hicks now is having a hard time hitting the strike zone. And it's 2-0. And honestly, if I were him, pitching around Turner and Machado wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. And warming up in the bullpen for St. Louis is Carlos Martinez. Carlos Martinez warming up. 100 miles an hour, inside corner, strike 1. So it's 2-1. And Machado shaking his head. That one was a strike. I don't think he's too happy. I don't think he wants to swing that bad. I just don't think he believes that Hicks is going to throw him strikes. He steps in the box. Hicks from the stretch. Strike 2. Directly over the plate. Moisty Meyer, I will sub. There you go. Raiders for life. You just got another. You just got one. Man, now I'm way behind. Even if the Dodgers don't make it, are you still going to stream? Yeah, I'll stream. I stream Lakers games. I started with Lakers games to begin with. Well, actually, I did these first because Spectrum didn't have them in my city. I lived in Los Angeles, which is crazy. But I couldn't watch the game, so I started with Dodgers, and then I did the Lakers. And yeah, I'm going to do the Lakers. And at some point, I might learn Kings. And at some point, I need to make this better. Like, maybe get somebody else to do it with and get a green screen in the background. You know, just make this, instead of doing more games, I just have to make this better. But yeah, I'll do more games. Raiders for life, thanks. Video already. How? We need to start hitting when Kershaw's on the mound. His arm can't do it on its own. Samantha, that is so right. And we've seen the chink in the Kershaw armor this season. Strike 3. And Machado goes down looking. He's yelling, saying that's bullshit. His 4th strikeout tonight, and he keeps on yelling fucking bullshit at the referee. Now Dave Roberts comes out, gets in between them, and Manny Machado, I don't think he knows words other than that's fucking bullshit, because he just said it about 10 times in a row. And now Dave Roberts is now saying other words to the umpire, and I just don't think he's gonna get in trouble. So now Manny Machado is walking away pissed, and that was definitely a strike. Oh, he just threw his gum on the field. And, you know, good looking out for Dave Roberts right there to, like, get in the middle. Because I think that Manny Machado was 1 or 2 that's fucking bullshits away from getting thrown out of the game. And this umpire, man, Manny Machado looks like such a badass with his hair. Kind of like Rufio from Hook. He reminds me of Rufio. And that was just a perfect pitch. And Machado just was not happy. And for some reason, he thinks that one was a ball, but it was well in the strike zone. And Hicks now has 2 outs. Coming up to bat is got to be... Nope, it's Max Muncy. It's poor man's Justin Turner, except he's a lefty. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. And Muncy is just one of those guys on the team that we're just so happy to have him. And the only reason we do have him is because Turner was hurt. And though we did not end up doing very well when Turner was hurt, and we would probably be in the playoffs already. We're happy to have Muncy. He was a happy surprise. He was one of the good things that came out of that, and he was doing even better before. But he is definitely poor man's Turner, and Turner is so good that we will take poor man's Turner too. And it's 1-1. Thanks. We need to start hitting. Machado's Samantha Sanchez. Machado's been more of an asset for us. Well, he definitely more than he was at the beginning of the season than when we first got him. When we first got him, he did get off to a slow start, and now we're starting to see him. I'm starting to see him do more stuff. So he has like 3 or 4 strikeouts tonight. But we got him for the playoffs. He's gonna come clutch. These guys know what they're doing. They know how not to overexert themselves. Like Turner is just starting to max out a season at the right time. You know, earlier in the season he got hurt. He just wasn't maxing out yet. And I think Manny Machado knows that he's saving some gas in the tank. Video of the gamer, yes. Change the pitcher. Don't know if they did. Moisty Meyer. I'd like to see LA back in the postseason, but Colorado is more exciting to watch with Trevor Story and Charlie Blackmon. It's not a more exciting story. Charlie Blackmon is the only good person they have on the whole team. That is a top tier beard. The best beard. And I love Blackmon. And I don't even know anything about him. I just strictly from the way he looks. Muncy just hit it to the pitcher, and that is 3 outs. And this game is not going good. And we're gonna have to get to the 9th inning and hope we score 4 runs, which is definitely possible. But we just went through the kind of the beefy part of the lineup, and Muncy just hit it so hard back at the pitcher Hicks. But Hicks just somehow was able to get his glove in front of the ball. And we are going to the bottom of the 8th. Colorado, 2 good players, Trevor Story, and he's not even that good. Who on that team is batting over 300? The reason they're exciting is because how could all these average players be doing so good? Charlie Blackmon is the only person that's fun to watch. Video of the gamer, WTH with that pitch. Will Central, what's up, dude? How's it going? Moisty Meyer, the Yankees need a player like Blake Snell to complete their lineup and another good reliever. Well, I mean, they seem to be doing pretty well right now. That yes, everybody could use more good players. But at this point in the season, what can you do? They seem good enough is what I'm saying. It's not like back in the old days when you could just pay for anybody you wanted and get like Jeter and A-Rod and get everybody you wanted and just win every single year and be like, oh yeah, this is fun. It was like varsity playing JV. Just because you guys had more money. You know, that's how a Yankees fan would solve problems with the baseball team. Let's just buy more people. Moisty Meyer, Buster only. Don't know what's going on with that. Oh, that not Buster Posey. The announcer on ESPN's name is Buster only. Well, it looked a lot like Buster Posey going fast. Samantha, I agree with you on the Dodgers versus Astros World Series with different outcomes since we won't have Darvish tipping them off this time. He was not World Series ready. He was not World Series Game 7 ready. What was Dave Roberts doing? He was kind of doing this cutesy, you know, kind of fun baseball all season. We're changing up the lineups, doing weird stuff. And it worked until it didn't in the World Series. It worked up until the World Series, and then we got beat. So I'm not blaming Dave Roberts. It worked to get us there. I'm going to blame Darvish and just the pitching in general. It was bullshit. And the Astros, good for them. They deserved it. They in that series were the better team. How they can be a better team than the best team ever fielded by the Dodgers in like 30 years, I don't know. But they won. Will Central, nice dog. Oh, that's Ludwig. Oh man, I'm way behind. Grand Slam in my dreams. Samantha, umps have been all over the place this year in retaliation against adaptation of the playbacks. The umps have been all over the place this year in retaliation against the adaptation of the playbacks. Oh. I have noticed that every single time they do the playbacks, like their instant replay, they were always right the first time. I think these baseball umpires have been getting it right for the most part for like a really long time. It's a little bit different in football where Like, some plays are just so crazy. 1 out. That was a line drive to Yasiel Puig. In football, instant replay, it seemed like a lot of the plays were getting overturned and it was all over the place. To me, in baseball, it seems like the umpires get it right the first time. How about we just get rid of the play-by-play? Or how about we get rid of the instant replay? It seems like so far it's been a waste of time. And that's like the one thing that they've been... But not always. You know, now I'm just talking. Will Central 49ers won. I know, I couldn't believe that. And they were really trying their best to give it away. They had that game in the bag. They make stupid mistakes still. But they won, thank goodness. And it, to a certain extent, dodged a bullet. Pitching for the Dodgers is Josh Fields. Samantha Sanchez, Big Red Machine. Oh man, now I'm way back. Let's see, we went through a whole entire food emoji thing. I totally missed that. I can't wait to see what that was all about though. 2-0. A lot like my sports videos, I get a lot of views, like 80 plus, 90 plus views, and get like 17 likes. I get a lot of views when I give out shout outs, when I pick random a hat, and always get 100 plus views. Well, then keep on doing that. Whatever gets you them views, Raiders for life, that's what you got to do. Or that's just with the content. Or you can do some clickbait titles too, and that helps as well, kind of like me. And this is a little bit clickbaity, I'm not gonna lie. Clickbait titles definitely help, and it certainly helps Sports Fury. Because you see people all the time going, why don't you show the game? Still in their Sports Fury, they're so huge, and you still get people clicking on them going, who are these guys? Video the Gamer, if Machado hits a home run, I'll jump out the window of my 2-story house. Do that. It'll be worth it. It'll definitely be worth it. Oh no, it's too late. He didn't do it. He struck out looking. And you know, stay indoors. But if you're, I'm happy in the long run. My 3 play-by-plays did not even get 100 views. What the fuck, Will Central? You gotta just keep doing it. You got. Oh, Will, I saw some of your. I saw some of your videos. I saw a part of it. What you got to do is more play-by-play. It's hard for you to do because you're not watching it. You have to actually watch it. Otherwise, I think it's going to be really hard to do. Seriously. I mean, it's hard enough as it is to just talk for like an hour. But if you have nothing to look at, Jesus, I would shoot myself in the head if I wasn't actually watching anything. Keep on doing it, Will, but try to get to the game. Come on, Chado. Be a 2-strike hitter. Samantha, that's his job. Risk himself to save a player. Video the Gamer, I remember when Hernandez threw his helmet at the wall and now it looks like he dropped it in the mud. Don't remember that. Will Central, emoji, we got watermelon, orange. Thanks for subbing. Thank you. We got grapes. We got, we need Taylor to get hot again. Hell, we've needed Taylor to just get on base all season. Getting hot, he doesn't even need to get hot. He just needs to do his job. And now the Cardinals have 2 guys on right now. He doesn't even need to get hot. He needs to do his job. Praying emojis. We got wine. We got chicken. We got beers. We got pizza. We got baked potatoes. We got burgers, grapes, fries, pizzas. We got egg in a pan. Watermelon. Nope, watermelon. It's finger licking. Chicken emojis. KFC. It's finger licking good. F the Astros. DRKO88. F the Astros. You're damn right. Thanks for coming. LOL. Freaking LOL. More food emojis. Gotta go. Moisty Meyer. Thanks for coming by. Though you're a Yankees fan, you're welcome anytime you want. Samantha Sanchez. He was taking long in the glove, throwing his breaking ball and faster gripping his fastballs. Astros knew what speed was coming when... Oh, you're saying that they had a read on him. With Darvish? They definitely had a read on him, now that I think about it. That makes sense. I want to believe that. More food emojis. Yeah, use Dodgers and Cardinals score 20 runs as the clickbait. Raiders for life, Will Central. Anyway, now we're back to the bottom. And I'm gonna go get a glass of water. Here we go. It's now 0-2 to this guy. And now they're taking a look at... Oh, we got video of the game where if they score a home run, I'm jumping out the window. That's okay. If they do, if we end up winning this game and you jump out of a window, I hope that you are okay. But I do think that that is an acceptable thing to do. Samantha, thanks for coming by. You gotta go. You'll listen next game. Give me 2 tries. I like where your head's at. Give me 2 tries. And if you don't like it a second time, then you can go. And that's a good strikeout. And now we got 2 outs. The NLDS game in 2014, they're showing us a home run that was hit off of Kershaw. Who's this guy? Number 32, Adams. And I wonder if that guy Adams is still on the team. Is it over? That was a pretty good movie, huh?
It is. I mean, like, it's funny how Iron Man center of the
yeah.
when it comes to Marvel. Like, we're all in Spider-Man.
Iron Man is definitely the center of the universe.
I mean, it started it.
Yeah, and Iron Man did start it. Anyway, we were just watching Spider-Man Homecoming, and it's just good to have Tony Stark in there. Here's Molina, who was able to get a hit last time he was up. He's 1 for 3. Peter Parker. Oh man, speaking of the devil, we were just watching you on TV in that new movie. And it's finally on Stars, or it's on HBO, it's on one of them, and you were just so good in it. With I mean, that's a pretty sweet suit though that Tony Stark gave you. But yeah, a great movie. And I'm just so happy that you're now here, you know, you're off your TV, now you're here with me. And it's 1-2. And this has been a very slow game, Peter. Dodgers not doing shit. And they had this guy, have you heard of this guy, Jay Hicks, on St. Louis? He is actually very good, and he was throwing like 104 miles an hour. And the Dodgers can't get anything going. So it is 1-2 right now. We just got to get something going in the 9th inning. Actually, I'm going to check out my fantasy while we're here and see if Odell Beckham Jr. I'm now probably going to win my fantasy. Odell Beckham Jr. didn't do anything. And Ryan Wilson is going to have to, or Russell Wilson is going to have to do so good for me to lose my fantasy. That is awesome. It says I'm 96% to win. And I'll take that. So now I'm 2-0. Just like the Jaguars. Cannot believe the Jaguars game today. And I even have Fournette. And I didn't even get to play Fournette. And that's ball 2 from Josh Fields to Molina. And that was like a breaking ball, just a little bit outside. Peter Parker, it is definitely okay if you're late. Just coming at all, that's all that matters to me. You know, attendance, you know, when you're in school, all you gotta do is show up. You're gonna get decent grades. Here's the pitch. But actually, you're still in high school, so you have to show up. But wait till you're in college, and then all of a sudden, if you're a kid and then you have an option of just not going, that is so powerful. So just make sure you go when you're in college too, because you're just guaranteed to get decent grades as long as you go. Raiders game was rough at the end. I know it was exactly what I thought was going to have happen, and it was exactly like the game we saw before, where we just saw how good a team can be. But just not be experienced enough to win them at the ending. And that Broncos team, they knew what to do. They looked like a team that knew what to do at the ending of the game. And it was just so disappointing. And it would have been so great to see them get a win and have that defense step up without Khalil Mack. Like, they kind of need that one. Back. Tell me my fantasy team. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. It was a 12-person league. Here we go. So this is my starting. Oh my goodness. And Cardinals are going to score more runs. but it's 3 outs. So the Cardinals scored 1 more run. Oh no, maybe they're not going to score one. Nope, they did score 1 more run. Video the gamer, don't jump out the window. Make sure the Dodgers hit the home run first. Make sure they hit the home run. Due up for the Dodgers is Grandal, Bellinger, and then somebody else. And this is the ending. All right, on my team is, starting this week was Matt Ryan, who's got 34 points. Michael Thomas, who got 30 points, did really well. Amari Cooper, who actually had his first good game of the season. And one of those guys that is so hit or miss on fantasy, and I think in fantasy overall so far has been an underachiever. And they were talking about during the game today that he was missing catches last year. So that was kind of a risky one, but I got Amari Cooper just because I like him. Jay on the Eagles, and the Eagles had a weird game, and he got hurt and didn't come back until like the 4th quarter. Luckily, he was able to get 1 touchdown. Then I had a substitute for Fournette because Fournette didn't play today, and I played P. Lindsay on Denver. So I'm sorry to all the Raiders fans. I did have to play a Denver Bronco on my fantasy, and Pete Lindsay, and he ended up having a really good game, though he didn't have any touchdowns and was maybe 6 inches short on one of them. Then I have as my tight end who didn't do shit is Jay Doyle, and my flex was Michael Crabtree, who had an average game. And this is the really sad part, is my kicker. I had the kicker on the Vikings, and I didn't watch the game, but I take a look at the score, and it was 29-29. It was a tie game. But get this, the guy didn't score any points. The guy didn't score any points on a game that had 29. The Vikings scored 29 points. The kicker got 0. Gonna have to get rid of him. And on my bench, I got Fournette, Devin Funchess, Carson Wentz, R. Penny, P. Richardson Jr., and M. Sanu. And I really hate my team. But overall, it was a pretty fun game in football. Coming up next, we got best moments. Wyatt goal. Nope, the kicker missed the game-winning field goal in OT, like 31 yards. So I guess you get minus points for your kicker missing in fantasy. I didn't know that. And my kicker, he didn't do shit. He got 0 points. It's just amazing. You think, well, at least you're not dead. An ankle, that's definitely some damage, but it's definitely, you're gonna survive. So that is good. Here's Yasmani Grandal in the top of the 9th inning. We're definitely going to have to do something. And Carlos Martinez with an ERA of 3.2, and Grandal popped it up. And we have 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. And this is not looking good, people. You turned, oh my goodness. So at least now I know that you're here for me. And after this, I'm just gonna bring it up right now, just so you guys can see the kind of nerdy stuff that I watch. Yeah, the NL West, it's crazy how tight it is. And I don't even want to make the wild card team or the wild card game, because like that's so scary. But I would still take it if we had to. I just don't understand how the Rockies keep on winning. I think we're playing them next, which is like the best news ever. And I'll show you what I'm going to watch. I was actually pretty excited to watch this. But then I'm like, oh, I'll do the Dodgers game, and then I'll watch this. And wild card standings. Now, they just showed it, but I missed it. But it is very, very close. Thank goodness Arizona keeps on losing, though. That is the best news possible. And when the season started, who knew that we were going to have more trouble with the Rockies than we were with Arizona? And it's 3-1 to Bellinger. And he's going to rip one up the middle and going to get on base. So this is exactly what we need to see.
Oh, he's very aware of about what you can do.
Here we go.
As long as you're still in it, not over until it is
So now the Dodgers have somebody on first base.
Time and time again. However, with Momochi within Chris Tatari and the seat.
Here we go. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys super nerdy.
And there's that crush counter there from Storm Kubo. That corner carry, very pivotal for this game. Storm Kubo needs some.
But I'll turn it down. All right, do you guys see that? This is Street Fighter. This is like the top Street Fighter. Anyway, game's over. Game's over. Dodgers lose 5-0. They score 0 runs. I'm going to turn that off. Screw that. That was just boring. That was sad. Nothing happened. And here we go. We got Street Fighter. This is like top level Street Fighter. 6,600 people watching, but more people watching on Twitch. And right here we got Storm Kumbo versus Chris T. And Chris T is just awesome. So anyway, I'm going to watch this. Thanks for coming, everybody. And don't need to be doing play-by-play of Street Fighter. And yeah, Chris T is the best Ken around. Wait, Rocky's next. Rocky suck. Props to you for finding a girl that likes the NFL. Wyatt, you know what? She like a lot of girls, she'll put up with it. She'll watch it, and she likes like the Bears, but she doesn't like the NFL like dudes do. It's not like dudes. We're playing them at home, so maybe we get the confidence. Well, that would be great. Thanks for coming, everybody. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna eat some pizza. And when is the next game for the Dodgers at home? We'll take a look. It is tomorrow at 7:10. You know what? I'll do that game in the 6th inning. I'll come around. So move this out of the way. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. Right when the most people come. 13. Anyway. Move this out of the way. Bye, guys.